And I'm Missy.
And we're Two Needles Pulling Thread. Welcome back.
We're back after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Finding a little routine.
Yeah, Flosstube 22. It is Friday the 13th.
It is.
And I have 3 black cats.
Yeah, but they're not solid black.
No, and if Lily will make an appearance. It's not
probably.
the minute we start talking. So.
Maybe she'll just stay over there. She's napping right now.
I know. So I hope everyone's had a great couple of weeks. It is a rainy, dreary day out. But
yeah, what did we get? 5 inches of snow yesterday?
Maybe.
Did we get that?
No, I don't think we even got that. But it snowed all day.
Yep. And then it rained and it's messy and 32 degrees and it's all going to freeze up. And
only in Maine can the weather forecaster get it wrong every time and still have a job.
That's right.
Because it's supposed to be 50.
Yes, it was supposed to be.
No, not in Maine. So.
Crazy.
What have you been up to?
I have been just kind of, I feel like I need to move in. It's been quiet. It's been quiet for a couple of weeks. I have spent a lot of time in my current craft room, getting rid of stuff, cleaning, organizing, prepping for moving into a new craft room. So anything that's in that room now is going into the new craft room.
And you've purged?
I have purged. There's been so much garbage and giving away and...
Yep.
Yeah.
Painter's coming next week.
He's supposed to be coming next week. Not that I've picked out a paint color yet.
Well, that was going to be this morning.
Yes, but I decided not to get out on the roads
Venture
and
on the
travel.
ice, yeah.
That's what I've been doing, and stitching. Cooking some more. Like, I hadn't really wanted to do that too much.
I never want to do that.
I know, but...
Yeah.
That's about it, really.
Cool.
Nothing too...
Major?
Nothing too earth-shattering. Everyone's good.
Good.
Everyone's healthy. Seems to be good. Kids are good. That's it.
Been a quiet 2 weeks. I've been stitching. I live in my room now. I have a light, a heater, and a TV. I never have to leave.
You need a college dorm
refrigerator
for drinks.
I wonder if there's one downstairs. No, there's not one downstairs. We rented it. Yeah, not a lot. Kids are good. We went out to dinner the other night. That's it. Been quiet. So
yeah,
we have
been quiet.
One weekend coming up for the guys this weekend.
Yep.
So
they have Monday off.
Yeah. We have a doctor's appointment.
Rob's not on call, is he?
No, they changed that all up. It's 1 day a week now until you get to the weekend. Don't ask. It's
1 day a week every week?
So like this week was Wednesday. Next week will be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then the following week will be Monday.
So you don't ever have a week without an on-call day?
No.
Oh, yuck.
But if you have a really bad week, it's 1 night versus 5 nights.
Well.
And because they have 5 people, if you only had like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that person would always have Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh.
If there was 6 people, it would change. But
well, my cable guy says it's being done in different areas in the country, and they love it. So.
Yep. He's happy so far because he had to go. Of course, the one night he had to go out, he had to go to the furthest.
Yeah, but at least but like you said, he's not going to have to do that 7 nights in a row,
right?
Or
and it's happened.
Nights it is.
We know that. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it is crazy.
So yeah, just hanging out, doing some exercises. Well, but I'm doing them. So
I'm trying to stitch from stash.
Oh, I am. I have a
little plan and a process, so
I went to Michael's.
I'm gonna try.
There we go. Went to Michael's. I had to get 1 étoile, so that's not bad.
How much money did you spend?
I had 2 I had 2 vouchers, a coupon. I bought 3 pieces of wood and an étoile, and only spent $5.
Well, there you go.
So
that's good.
Yeah,
that's using your resources.
Absolutely.
As I used to tell my homeschool kid.
I don't know why Michael sends me surveys.
You get a lot of them.
I get a lot of surveys, and I get $5. So
there you go. But I send all my rewards to your mother's phone number.
Use mine. Use your own.
I know.
Ashley uses mine too, so it's great.
It's okay.
Let's get going.
All right, let's do it.
You have any FFOs?
I have nothing previous,
3.
no FFOs.
I have 3. So This is,
really cute.
I can't see this shimmer now.
I can see
This is the freebie from Cherry House
it. I'm
Stitchery.
gonna try to
Cherry
adjust my chair.
Hills Stitchery. Done on 16 count mystery pink
Sorry.
Ada. That's okay, she's sliding close. And I did this all in a toile. Oh, you can't see it on there. But,
Oh, there you go.
yep. Everything's
That's so pretty.
Everything's a toile. And then just some,
My shoes are gonna fall.
this is just backing from, this is fabric. It's Pioneer Woman. I got it at Walmart.
Oh, that's cute.
So it's got some poly
Sometimes
pellets
I
in
don't
it.
like that. It's too flowery or
Yeah.
bright
But
for
it's
me.
perfect.
That is. I like it.
So that's on their website. That's a freebie, and there is a sal for that. I
And
just
you
want-
don't slit the back of your pillows. You just
I stitch from the
yeah,
bottom.
me too.
So I'd like to try it, but I want to find something. I don't want just a piece on the back. I want to make it look like something,
So
or
it kind of goes with your piece.
Yeah. So like maybe if it was the 4th of July, I'd put a star. Or I haven't played around with that yet. You're still not
I'm
comfortable.
very uncomfortable.
And then this is an oldie. I'm gonna drop that if I don't move it. But I finally, I've had this finish. I've had the board forever. I knew exactly what I wanted. I just haven't done it. So this
That's
was
cute.
Buzz Off by Plum Street. And I bought the board at Joann's.
I like it.
And it's plain and simple, but I do like it.
It's very cute. Is this glued on, or are you gonna?
Oh no,
switch
it's
it
glued
out?
on.
Yeah,
I glued it on. This was a beast, but I love it.
very.
And I've
pretty.
had this stitched for.
Yeah, you have.
So
Well,
yeah,
that's the thing is you got it finished.
yeah.
So that's
When we
good.
I went to Joann's one day and I saw it and I knew exactly what I wanted on it.
Yeah, because that buzz off, it's bigger than it appears.
And this is my last one. This was started on the 6th. This is Big Hearted Tiny Town, and I love it. This is just
You had that done in 3 days.
no, it was a week. It started on the 6th, so.
Well,
and
today's the week. When did
Oh,
you
yeah.
finish it?
2 days ago.
Yeah. See.
So I just have magnets on there, so I can put them on crooked. Put all the tiny towns
like
on
it.
there. I'm gonna.
I
spruce
like
up
that
my
it's
box.
just this. It's not matted with fat because then they're not competing with each
Right.
other.
Yep.
I like that.
So yeah, and that was Big Hearted. Hold on.
Big Hearted Town.
Big Hearted Sal.
Sal.
So that was a fun one. But those are my FFOs. I've got a couple more coming for the next video. So.
Cool.
So yeah, that's those 3.
Excellent.
What about finishes?
I had one finish. Basket of Wintertime with Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais, and it's on a piece of 28 count Bestitch Me Bronze
Oh, that was so pretty.
Lugana. And I haven't finished. Oh.
So pretty.
So
love
not
that
ironed.
reindeer.
I did all the called for. This right here is Smyrna crosses. Is that what they're called? Smyrna crosses. And so that was fun. Kind of broke it up nicely.
Your snowflakes look so pretty.
Why I didn't know this is beyond me because it says winter time. So there is a spring, summer, and fall.
You've looked it up. There is.
They're on my wish list. Did not buy them, but they're on my wish list.
That's funny.
So I really had a hard time. Anything that could go wrong with this went wrong. It seemed to take forever to get it finished. I had to rip out the candy cane and redo that. The snowflakes, I had them all going everywhere. Even Mike was like, I don't think that snowflake goes there.
Oh, I would have just randomly put them.
And then I'm like, what are you talking about?
It's unusual for her to do a house like that.
Yeah, it's different. But they're all like this. They all have house in a basket.
Right, but for the pink and coral.
Yeah, it is very different. I
love
really
it.
like the colors.
Yep. Well,
So anyway.
Brenda Gervais doesn't usually do wrongs.
Nope, she doesn't.
Not by me
usually,
anyways.
I usually do what she tells me to do.
Yeah.
That was my finish. My
Awesome.
only finish.
I had 2 finishes. One I can't show
Mm-hmm.
because that is my StitchCon swap. That was part of my BOSME. And it's done. So it's not FFO.
If you hadn't told us it was just StitchCon swap, would we know it?
I don't know, but
Okay.
I really want it to be.
Yep.
And this one I started during New Year's Eve, 12 by
I
12.
have liked this ever since we saw Deb's at StitchCon that she did for her swap.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I have liked it ever since.
This is Luminous Fiber Arts Stitcher by Misty Purcell.
I like that you did different buttons.
And I did it on Picture This Plus 16 count Dusky Road, which I'd never heard of.
It's very pretty.
And I did it in Classic Colorworks Cupid. And I absolutely love it.
I like the wood buttons.
And I couldn't put it down. Like this one has wording on it or something on it.
Yep, it does. Those are
These
pretty.
all came from a package from Walmart, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm working on that. I'm gonna put all my buttons in a big jar. So
You might need more than one jar if you're like
well,
me.
remember I have that big nut jar
true.
from Dad. We're both redoing our room. Hers is much more of a big redo than mine. So I absolutely love it. I love the variegation. It's not like overpowering,
I'd like it.
and I have a finish in mind for it. So
Excellent.
love it. That's it. That's it for me.
Excellent. Start.
this somewhere.
So the last time we filmed, we showed you our New Year's Eve 12 by 12. So we were both hashtag team half and half. So we had I had 6 new starts and I worked on 6 whips.
Me too.
I'm going to show you the starts that actually look like they have progress and not just a few little. You'll see them eventually because they're also all on my BOSME board. That was a fun day.
It was a long day.
Night. I think you and I both came to the conclusion that we got more stitches in our new starts than we did in our whips.
Yep.
For some reason.
I struggled really badly with Mayflower, but that's on a much smaller count
Yeah.
and one thread. And as much as I love it, I couldn't focus.
Yeah.
And I did that later in the evening. I think maybe if I had started with that.
True.
But yes, I did the same thing. I got more in on, although when I looked at them today, it doesn't look like much, but.
So I started that night, and it was also one of the numbers called of the 2 for January for BOSME, was Peter Pan by Aury TM. And people have asked who this is, so I must have not been speaking clearly.
This is, yeah.
It's AURYTM. She does a lot of Quaker. Several of them are like Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella, Snow White.
Does she have a Snow White one?
I think she has a Snow
Mary
White.
Poppins.
So this is Peter Pan. I know, glare.
And she bases them off the books, not the movies.
Right. So this has been a lot of fun for me. I am doing this on a 25 count, so it's going to be big. Dark Cobblestone by Needleworker's Delight. And this, what did I say determined that this fabric was? It was more of an upholstery type
Yes.
fabric.
You
But
you
it
had a
has been
name, and I
so
can't
fun.
remember.
I can't remember the name either. So
This
I
color is
really have
gorgeous.
enjoyed this, and this is way out of my wheelhouse. But I really like it. I have a mistake here. I'm gonna keep working. My BOSME, I had 6 motifs. So I asked a couple of friends. They all decided that because it was the same, this was one motif, which I agreed with. But I have a mistake here, I believe.
You should be able to, as long as you say
But-
base off of a different one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with it, and in the end, I might tear that out and reposition it. But I'm just gonna wait and see.
You may not have to.
I'm gonna wait and see what happens.
What's the bell?
I don't know because it has wings and feet.
Is it
I never read the
Tinker
book.
Bell?
Oh, maybe I never read the
You can go on.
book.
I want to say you can go on. No, she may say it inside. And read. Because I think in mine there's a place I can go on and read what each one means.
So maybe if I actually read everything that came with the pattern.
Could be.
Okay.
So
And that's all done in the called for DMC, which I did floss drop, which is relatively new to me. So I did
at those
floss drop them.
colors. She is infamous in her Quaker series for having a ton of colors.
Yes.
Because I have a boatload.
Yeah, and it is pretty. So I have that on my BOSME again. So it will be called, I have it on twice.
Oh,
it will be
yep.
called twice. So I look forward to that. My next start was that I also did the night of New Year's Eve.
Yep.
12 and 12. Kathy and I had both bought this kit.
I love it.
So I did start it. It's going to be this is also on my BOSME. It's going to be, it wasn't called for it, but it is on it. It's going to be a quick stitch. I got the center of the pumpkin done. And this is just a little scrap piece of, I think it's an 18 count vanilla latte in Be Stitch Me, which that's one of my favorites of hers too.
Yeah.
I think
And that is
that's what
something that will never be released. That pattern.
Right, yeah. So
Although
she
I
won't.
think, I don't know whether she alluded to it. Someone alluded to it that there might be another fundraiser type philanthropic
Okay.
pattern.
Cool. And my New Year's Day start, which I am doing, we're just kind of stitching along together. Shelly with Welcome Stitchery and her sister Shannon. We all started, and it's in Home for the Holidays, Blackbird Designs. It's been a while since I've done a Blackbird.
You're doing a big bird.
It was time. No, that's not in this one. Blessings Be Thine.
That's
So fun. I am doing call for colors. I think the last time I said I did my own and then I got stitching on it, realized I lied. I am doing this on a piece of, it is a 25 count oatmeal Lori Holt vintage cloth, and I decided I was going to try it 1/1 and see how it went, and I love it.
Oh, good.
I absolutely love it for this, and I'm going to continue with it. It's going to be tiny, and it's so pretty. So pretty. And what's been fun is, so Shannon, I think, started with the wreath and gave us a little heads up that we might need a little more of the green than we expected, depending on what we're using for fabric.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, but I think that Shelly started in a different, I don't know where she started. Maybe she started with this. But that's been kind of fun to see when we
Dried
just pull it out
time. That's a really pretty color.
and stitch on it.
This is the one I want to do.
Oh, there you go. Well, you're welcome to borrow.
So the big someone I watched on Flosstube. Can't even tell you now who I watched so much Flosstube.
I have two, and they're all running together in a good way.
They did this on a much darker fabric because they wanted, like, some people want these white snowflakes to
I think I watched
blend,
that too.
and
Yeah.
she wanted them to pop, and they did. They were gorgeous.
Was it Jenny? I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyway, it was nice.
Whoops.
It was beautiful. So those are my 3 starts that are worthy of being called a start.
I also had 6 starts for New Year's Eve, and I did get to them all. I did make it to midnight.
She did.
A couple of lattes, and we turned on a movie, and that helped.
Yeah.
So Stitcher was a start, and then the other one that I had, and it doesn't look like much of a start, but this is probably the one I got the most in on, was this was a whip that I worked on for New Year's Eve, but this is the Queen's Garden. I showed it the last time.
Is that right?
I know. I got it at Keepsakes because they had a model, and I didn't have a ton done on it, but I finished the rest of the leaves, and I got some of the fence done. So it doesn't look like much, but that was,
It's quite a bit of stitching though.
yeah, in an hour. I did mine about every 45 to 50
I got
minutes.
so off track with New Year's Eve
Yeah.
because I decided, well, I'm going to actually stitch an hour. So I was setting my own timer, and then before I know it, I was 2 hours behind, so to
Right.
speak.
I
but-
did 45 to 50 minutes, got up and moved, prepped for the next project, because
Yeah.
you put starts in yours. I didn't.
Yeah.
But that was really the
It was
only
fun
one
though.
that had.
I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I wonder if I'd do it different next year.
I
will
did
do
have
it,
a
but-
couple projects that I only worked 30 minutes on because I wasn't feeling it when I got to them, but I wanted to do something.
Yeah. And supper messed with it. Because you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
work every hour
Yeah,
and
meals
then
did mess
take
with
any.
it.
So
But anyway, it was still a lot of fun. It was great doing the live check-ins on
Oh, that was
Instagram
great.
with Kia B and Pam of Just Keep Stitching. You know, they really put a lot of work into that for us to just pop on and say hi and see them. And
yeah. But
you
she
know, it was
commented
greatly
on
appreciated.
everyone's posts and
Yeah, it was fun. It was a
So-
lot of fun.
Yeah. So that was pretty much mine. Stitcher was the one that went the quickest, obviously, because it just went. So, yeah.
Well, you might as well show your other whip. You just showed
Oh,
Queen's
yeah.
Garden.
And so I've been working on for my whip. This is,
Snow day, you mean?
well, yeah, this was the only other thing other than the new starts is, well, let me take it out of here. Silver Creek Samplers, Give Greatly. This was my, oh, you can see that it's been up against the plastic. What day was that in August? World Cross Stitch Day. No. Yes.
This is your snow day start.
Right, but it was my World Cross Stitch
Oh.
Day.
Snow day project, I should say,
Yeah.
not start.
So, it snowed yesterday, and it snowed a couple of times. So
Yep.
I just got sick of working on the white.
January
Oh.
5th, 6th, and 12th
It snowed.
is when I worked on mine.
Okay, I'm gonna take it out of the hoop just because.
Well, you've come a long way. Look
I
at that
have.
sled and the carrot.
So I got sick of doing white.
Yep, so
As you
move
can
on and
tell.
do something
So
different.
I did the carrot and the sled,
Oh, so
and
cute.
then yesterday was the words. So I can't decide. I think I'm going to take this. We're going for a stitchy day tomorrow, which we'll talk a little bit about, and I think I'm going to take it to work on the white. Because that's not fun. He's a lot of white, and then there's white down here, and then there's snowflakes, and
It'll be nice. Can you do snowflake buttons?
I
Or would you prefer to do the... Oh, there is a button on
there
it.
is 2 buttons on it, but see, there's snowflakes all through here.
Oh, yeah, but they're not big ones
They're not big
either.
ones, no.
Oh, well.
And I can randomly
nice.
put them. I don't have to count. I mean,
Oh, sure. Sure.
So I have a little bit more as far as the words. All DMC. I don't even remember. Oh, my pattern's in there. I left it in there. And yeah, the carrot was fun. So
It's very cute, and I love that fabric, too.
this is Bestitch Me. Flam, maybe? I have it written on my pattern.
I don't think that's flan.
I'll let you know next time. So, so yeah, that was my whips. That's, like I said, I worked on my other starts and finishes, and
I got a lot of progress on my snow day. I really stitched a lot of late nights, which tends to be what I do.
yeah, you do.
And my snow day stitch is the blue flower, the color of winter. And this is just, I am loving
That
it.
is absolutely
The
gorgeous.
colors are amazing. So for reference, before I show you my progress, last night I officially had a page finish. So a page was, I started up here in this corner and I got to,
The middle?
not quite,
Not quite.
I got to here. Wow. And it came down here. I just have a piece of that done. Some of these words and the tip of
A tree?
that tray and this tray. And I have those done. Came down to here and down to this pomegranate. So that's all I have done.
So they're longer pages than they are wider.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is on a piece of 32 count Grace Notes Fabrics Lugana, which is Sparkling Grape. And that's my progress. And it's so much fun.
I stitched on something
And the
else.
colors are just beautiful. Mike loves it when I pull this out and he gets to, oh, I guess that tree is a little more than the tip, but it's a big tree. So I really, really am liking this.
That makes me think of.
Not that I want it to snow every day.
I know. I stitched on something on Raspberry Latte.
Oh, what are you forgetting?
I don't know.
So that was that whip.
Makes
And
me
that's all
wonder.
called for over dyed. And
Look at you.
where did I get them? There we go.
She moves in.
My other BOSME and whip, and it's all the called for over dyes,
Oh, you're losing
which
this
I
one.
am definitely going to run out of some of them, but that's okay. Is Early Americans. So that was called, and I needed to finish a block or put 5 days in. So I finished Betsy Ross.
You finished it?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Once that house was done,
Well, it's like
I was
like
almost done.
2 roofs. You know what I mean? It's
yes. So once that, and I am also doing, if you go to Vanna Pfeiffer's blog, The Twisted Stitcher, she has some complimentary borders for this and Fall on the Farm. And I'm doing that, and I'm doing the border as I go because I will not go back and put it on.
And that border is gorgeous.
And again, this is going to be probably a little bit bigger than normal. It's 28 count Laurel green Lugana, so it's really 14 count.
It's not green either.
No, it's not green, but
Oh, and yeah, the color's washing out. It's a pretty tan-y. That's close.
yeah. So I'm concerned that you don't see a lot of the white, but I'm okay with the subtleness of it.
Yeah, you can see it in person. Oh, right there. You can see it.
So it really is, that was a lot of fun to do.
I love the muted.
Yeah, and I
Colors.
have another, this is on my BOSME again, to finish, to do a block or another 5 days, so that'll get called.
Look at you.
That'll get called again someday. Almost all of my whips that I have, because I don't have a ton of whips, are on my BOSME.
Yeah, I have more whips than...
Yeah, we'll talk about that
Oh, I know what's
in
on...
my plan.
I know what's on Raspberry Latte. We're good. It's
Oh,
for my
okay.
plans, yep.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh,
And
someone's done napping.
so I finished. So I've told myself that what I'm going to try to do, because I love to kit and I love to start, but I need to finish things. I need to do
will.
things. So when I finished this,
Nope.
I said I'm gonna go pull a whip that is not on my BOSME, and I'm gonna work on that. That's gonna be my project. I like them all. I started them all. Let's stitch them.
Yep.
So I pulled out Fourth, which is Hands-On Designs. It's in their block series, and this is also a hashtag, hashtag Block Party Sal, with a few other people, well, several other people, but a few started it up. And I already had the top finished. I'm not stitching the bottom. I don't even know where my stuff is. So the top is finished. I've shown that
So pretty,
before.
yep.
And I finished the first half, one half of the side. This is very ratty fabric. It's older than the hills too. So yesterday I pulled this out and I finished the eagle. I did the eagle. I did all the things around it, and I started the letters. So F
So
is
pretty.
for flag. I don't know what else it says, but what I've
The
just
red, white, and blue.
okay.
It's on the bottom of the pattern. Up here.
Oh, that's what it looks like.
I'm just smart like
to-
that.
I'm gonna frame this long ways, kind of like the Lizzie Kate string.
Yep.
I'm gonna frame it this way, so it's gonna be long. I'm not doing a square, an actual like block or mattress finish. And this, I'm going to cut this down. This piece of wool came with it, and you stitch it into the square. And I bought the pins that go with this, and I will make some sort of pin cushion.
You could put a button right here and pull
Yeah.
it through.
Yeah,
That'd be
and then
cute.
I have the pins I'll stick in it, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do after
be
my
cute
Biscornu
Fiasco.
I decided I'm not doing that.
she
That's
wanted
not something I enjoy, at least at this point.
Right.
So those are my whips, and I'm just gonna kind of rotate through that. And as I finish, so I finished that previous one, started this. If this is finished, then I'm either gonna pull from my kit bin or my whips. I haven't decided yet, and we're gonna talk about whips and kits here in
I created a tiny decisions wheel in case I can't decide.
Yeah.
But I've just...
I don't like the wheels. I like creating them.
Well, I didn't say I was going to follow it.
I don't want to do what it says.
But like you said, we kitted them up. We started them because we like them.
Right.
And I like when I pull Mary Poppins, I really love to stitch on it, but I don't pull it because there's so much everything.
Yeah, because we just squirrel everywhere else.
Yeah, a little bit.
So that's that. BOSME, I showed both of mine. I am done for January. It is so nice to have two. That's been fun. Our little group is all doing different things, and that's awesome also. I love that.
Ashley said she started something. She had a new start.
What did she get called? A new start?
New start and an FFO, I think.
Oh.
So rather than finish what she's been working on, she started something in the hopes that she can finish it and FFO it.
Oh. Okay, well, maybe she'll be able to do that.
So, but I haven't seen her a whole lot to ask her about it, so.
I know, these kids in their busy lives, right? Yeah. We don't see
that working night thing.
I know. It's okay.
So yeah, we're at the 13th, so 10 or 15 days, I'll call another number.
Yeah.
Or another 2 numbers.
Yeah.
So. Flosstube.
Flosstube Buddy.
Flosstube Buddy.
Flosstube Buddy. This was brought to our attention by a couple of people, and I've seen it on some floss tubes. It is Janet.
No, it's me.
Oh, Flosstube Buddy. Never mind. I'm on something else.
Yeah, say no, it's Nancy.
Flosstube Buddy.
Disorderly Stitcher. Our
friend Nancy, the Disorderly Stitcher. She has several videos out.
18 or 19.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quilter. Prolific quilter, stitcher, shopper.
A little bit.
I binged you, Nancy.
Yeah.
I added things to my I might want list.
Stitches a little bit of everything.
Yeah. She's in Pennsylvania. School teacher, history buff.
Yeah.
Just very, very pleasant to watch. Has me in stitches sometimes. And I binged her over the course of a couple of days, I think, this week. I watched a lot of Flosstube in the last week and a half or so. Some of them I can't have complete recall of right now, but give Nancy a look. She's got some great stuff out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's doing some good stuff. And you may happen upon her in a Zoom room every now and then. You never know.
And we're always on the lookout for people, so if you have someone that you love, drop them in the comments.
Right, right.
So, and not everybody is for everybody.
No,
we were just talking that.
Yeah, we were going
through your list, and I'm like, I watched them. They're good. They're just not my style, and vice versa.
Well, I think it's hard to watch somebody or to be engaged or interested in something that doesn't interest you.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to watch hiking and hammocking videos ad nauseum like my husband does.
Right.
And all the terminology and all the equipment, and he loves it.
And yet my husband says, why are these cross-stitch videos coming up in my... Well, it's your fault. So.
In his algorithm.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think what I also think is great about this community in Flosstube is there's so much out there for everybody.
Yeah.
And I do love that.
I mean, I would love to be able to mention all kinds of new people, but there's people starting every day. I've seen 3 or 4 brand new videos just this week.
Right. If you go onto YouTube and you type in Flosstube #1.
Yep. Buckle up.
You found some new people to yourself.
Yep. So, we're starting something new, and we are calling it. What did you write it down?
Designer Spotlight.
Yep. We want to. There's so many new designers, and there's so many great designers out there. But there's some new ones, and there's smaller ones. And we wanted to bring your attention to them because they're great. They're beautiful stitching. There's so many. I mean, if you go onto Etsy and just type cross stitch, you're there for days and days and days. So I'll let you chat.
So this one was initially brought to our attention by, was it our friend Ken? I think that's the first place I saw it.
I think so.
The lady's name is Janet. She is out of the Ellsworth, Maine area. So we started this. So starting it brand new once a month, we're going to showcase a new to us, maybe smaller, getting going designer,
Yep.
and we had to start with Maine.
Absolutely.
We just had to. Acadia Stitchery, and she is Acadia, Acadia, like Acadia National Park, on Etsy. What we have done is we've reached out to her, and we have our February one lined up, but we're not
Share
going
this
to.
so you can screenshot
there
it.
you go. Good job.
Check her out there.
What's that say?
Let's link up.
Oh, cool. So reached out to her and another one. We'll talk about them in February. And just said, you know, listen, this is what Kathy and I would like to do. We would like to offer, to showcase also. And we would like to offer a chart to our viewers. To go to their Etsy shop, and what we would do is we would run it like our regular giveaways.
Yep.
There will be a word. You'll have to say the word. We will choose a winner, and then you will have to email us your email address. And Janet with Acadia Stitchery the two of you will connect, and you will, I believe you will get to choose a pattern.
Yep.
That will, and in this case, Janet has graciously donated
Absolutely.
this.
I was just going to say that.
So we are very thankful for that, Janet. And of course, I liked all of hers. I went on and I bought Christmas by the Sea.
That is so pretty.
Oh,
there's a woodpecker on it.
That's not a woodpecker. That's a seagull.
It's a seagull with a hat. Never mind. Don't mind me. It's Christmas. You look
So
at it from
I
this angle. It looks like a red-headed woodpecker.
Okay. Sitting on a buoy, pulling a little dinghy.
Yeah, hush. Little dingy. I got it.
And I absolutely love this. Love this. And Kathy purchased her newest design.
Yeah, I purchased it the day. It's funny that this
Had
is
you
how
already bought it?
it was in my cart, and I was ready
that's
to check
funny.
out when we started talking
Oh,
about
that's
this.
fun.
So, of course, if you know me,
So cute. She has a
Mr.
Santa on the
Snowy.
lines of this.
yep, and that was one of our
I wonder
first.
if she's going to continue with charts that kind of look like that.
yeah.
That would be fun.
The Santa's in kind of a crescent moon
Yeah,
shape. A lot of people
yeah.
have posted that one,
Yeah.
or a lot of the main stitchers.
So right, and Pam has talked about her on Just Keep Stitching. So go take a look at her Etsy, Acadia Stitchery
Yep.
on Etsy.
How big is yours? They're not humongous. That looks bigger than I think it.
This is actually 117
Yeah.
by 81.
And mine's
so
only-
on 14 count, it's a little over 8 by 5.
Right.
So it's not.
And mine's only 70 by 50. So
Yeah.
Um,
I will say that I can show you this. So the key is very easy to read.
it's in
all
numerical
DMC.
order.
It's
Thank
in
you, thank you,
numerical
thank you.
order, which we love. I'm not going to obviously not going to show you the charts, but when I look at her charts, I think of they're just very well done. It's all you can print it in color or black and white. I chose the color option,
I chose both, but
and I like it. Absolutely love it. Easy to read, nice size.
Yep.
Love them. So, if you are interested in receiving a free PDF download directly from Janet at Acadia Stitchery, use the word Acadia, Acadia,
Yep.
Acadia National Park. Use the word Acadia. We will draw that at our next video,
Yep.
and we will connect you with Janet.
yep, and
she's
go
looking
check it
forward
out.
to this.
Yeah, go check her out. Maybe next time we'll get my computer or whatever, so we can show a couple others of her.
Oh, sure.
So that'll give us something for next time.
Yeah. And like I said, check out her Etsy. She's got some cute stuff.
Yeah. So thank you so much
Yes,
for
thank
that. We did have. Oh,
Do you want to talk? What do we want to do first?
do you want to do that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we
So,
were a little remiss.
We are a little remiss. Allison from AZ Family Zoo had graciously donated a pattern. At the time, it was a Christmas pattern that we had chosen. I believe it was her 4 square, which I don't have printed out. And Missy and I were both like, why is everyone talking about going to the zoo
Totally.
But between our 2 feet of
Spaced
snow and our 3 inches of rain and Christmas
Rescheduled
and
live and yeah.
we completely
totally forgot.
So we have drawn a winner for that, and ironically, she's lucky girl. Go buy a
Yes.
lottery ticket because I believe it's 4-point-something billion.
Yeah, I don't know what it
Grammy Stitcher Linda. So
Warner. We have your address, by the way.
but we need.
Oh, we don't need it.
We need your email address. And Allison said that you guys can decide between the two of you what you choose for a pattern if the Christmas one
don't want the
isn't
Christmas
still
one.
on your radar. However, while I was chatting with her, I went shopping again, and it's a little hard to see, but this is one of her newer patterns,
So cute.
and I have plans for this, but I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
And I think it was $2.99, $3.99.
Yeah,
It was.
I mean-
She's so reasonable, and all the money from AZ Family Zoo goes to her rescue animals. It says it right
She has
on
a
here.
lot of rescue animals, and they like provide their health care and
Yep,
all that
and
stuff.
that's Daisy the dog. So if you follow her on Instagram, you'll see lots of pictures of her dog, the tortoise. She tells some great stories on
Yeah,
there, but
that's awesome.
that is Daisy the Chihuahua, and she gives you a little bit of information about your animals. So
Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, each chart the funds are dedicated to a specific.
I'm not sure. This one says your purchase helps us care for our many rescue
Okay.
animals like
That's
Daisy
and
the
I'm
Chihuahua.
confusing her with someone else.
And then
That's okay.
she tells a little bit, like Daisy has congestive heart failure, so she's on some medications. I think she gives information about each animal.
Oh, okay.
So you understand what your money's going towards.
Got it.
But it helps to support and maintain their animal sanctuary. They'll take in just about any animal. So, so go check her out. Linda, definitely send us an email with your email, and we'll get you in touch with Allison. And Allison, thank you so much for that gracious donation.
And that's at twoneedlespullingthread at gmail.com. And
And
I'll let you talk about this.
the last one, which I didn't even have on my list, is, if you remember during our live, we briefly touched on it. Katie the Naptime Stitcher
Hi, Katie.
has some great, if you like to do planner stuff,
yeah, she's been doing.
and I didn't even bring my planner, it's right
well,
there,
we
you
can
can't
see it, but
She
we're not
has,
Tabitha and can't wrinkle our nose and
Yeah, I think
get it over here.
There's an age limit. Only some of the people will understand.
I
that.
know, we're old.
But she does some great planner pages. She has some full on, I would call them kits. They're not kits, but full on bundles.
Packages, yeah.
Individuals, I guess you call that a la carte type of things. If you do floss tubes, she's got some floss tube planners, whip charts, snow day stitching.
I didn't print anything to show it. Have we shown them in the past?
I show them out of
okay.
my, because I put them in my happy planner.
Okay.
So Katie has graciously made a donation for one of our winners or one of our viewers to receive $20 worth of downloads. That's a lot
That's
of
a lot.
downloads.
I mean, she
So-
has bundles that are like $12, and
Yeah.
you're getting a lot.
Yeah. So and even actually has gone on and purchased some.
Yeah.
She we really like them.
Good.
And so I'm trying to think of the word I want to use. I didn't even write it down, so the fact that I even thought of it. Let's do bundle.
Okay.
I'm going to write that down because we won't remember. So if you're interested in taking a chance on winning that, use the word bundle in your comment. And then we'll choose a winner. Once again, you'll get the email address because these are PDFs. And Katie will be in touch with you directly. It won't go through Etsy or any of that. But go to her Etsy, the Nat
peek
Time
at it, yeah.
and see all the different options she has.
She
Because
seems
there's
to be coming out with stuff.
and I think she just posted she's reached over 1,000 sales.
Oh, good.
And she had posted that those sales, and you know, if you do anything with Small Business Saturday or Shop Small, lets her kids.
Well,
he plays baseball,
Right. So that is snowballing and supporting small businesses in her area by us supporting
Yep.
her.
So one of her kids can take baseball lessons or do baseball, and you know, it's someone's tap shoes type of thing.
Right. Right.
So if you're interested in that, use the word bundle. So everyone who's been so gracious this time around, thank you.
Yep. all of our packages from our live have been mailed, and I believe most of them have been received
Yep.
from the feedback we're getting. So those are out and about.
Yep,
which
we
is
had one
nice.
person say, "Why did I receive this?" And of course, it's a friend of ours.
Yeah.
And
Thank you for the stitchy kindness.
I'm like, "You won that." Oh yeah.
It was fun.
So-
It was fun.
But
Comments and questions.
you had a couple.
We had a few from our last video. A lot of people are freaked out by Adam and Eve figures too to stitch.
creepy,
I wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
There's just something about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, no disrespect to any designer that puts them on there, just not my thing.
Yeah.
Several people were interested in my homemade granola recipe. I posted it on my Instagram today. If you want to look at it, it's there. It's Missy_Timberlake.
Yep.
You're
Made
welcome
in the
to
oven,
look at
quick
it.
and simple.
Yep. And we got a lot of questions again about the app that we use to track our charts. And you can track fabric and kits and floss and that sort of thing. It is X Stitch Plus.
I'm not
You
giving.
wanna
I'm not
open
giving it. Oh yeah. See, I'm not giving anything away by my home screen. Well, I wanted to show what if you go
Okay.
on. Is there anything on there that looks like it would give it away? Give
Give what away?
Anything
The
personal.
game, the fact that you play Cookie Jam.
Hey, I play Cookie Jam. So right
okay.
here, that's what the app looks like in the App Store. I don't know. Google Play is Android, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I believe it looks the same. And then it looks like this when you go
Once you
in.
download it. It's $9.99
A year.
A year. Well worth it.
Yep.
Considering I have double it and triple bought things before.
I've watched her do it. And then you have the
Crazy.
opportunity in your inventory to measure to charts, threads, linens, and beads.
It really is a basic app.
See,
To
I don't
use?
I don't chart my beads, but I have some lady dot colors in there.
Oh, I haven't done that either.
I did
I've
this a
just
long
done
time
charts.
ago. Linens, I haven't, but you can search linens. No linen in my inventory. Let's go back here to threads. So you can choose if you're looking at your threads. These are all different thread makers.
They are? Wow. See, I don't put the threads in.
Yep. You
Yep,
put the
they are.
threads in.
Oh, I haven't for a
I
long
haven't.
time.
But if you're doing Classic Colorworks, and then you have a choice of Belsois, cotton, or pearl cotton, and I choose cotton. These are all the ones I might have. And then if you want to add, you hit the plus. Whoops, you're getting a glare. Hit the plus,
Yep.
and you can choose your colors. Same with the charts. Sometimes with the charts, if you're choosing someone from Etsy and they're not in the designer, look at me, I'm having a hot flash. You can put it under miscellaneous.
Yep.
And then I put in the notes.
Yep. Or I have like old Leisure Arts leaflets are hard to find. You can put it under Leisure Arts, and then in the description box, I will type in who the designer is.
Yep.
And the same thing with like magazine pullouts. I've had a lot of old magazines, and I went through them and pulled out things that I wanted. And
Red was not the color to wear today.
and I've done the same thing. I use the note box. The telling thing for me is when you open it up, and it will give your statistics.
Yeah.
500 charts and kits.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'll look in a minute.
So when we talk a little bit about stitching from stash, and I don't know if you have a plan, I have a very loose plan that I'm going to try to hold to. Yeah.
You can put, so this is Let It Snow by Brenda Gervais.
Yep.
You can put pictures. So I take a picture of the cover, and I take a picture of you can't see it, but.
And you
of the
can click on it and open it up.
Yes. Yes. So you can take a picture of the thread colors. So if you're out shopping and you say, oh yeah, I want to kit this up, this is, or you see a model,
Yep.
you can click on that and.
Then you'll know what to buy for threads.
Okay. Home. This says I have 415 charts.
It's lying. I don't think you have everything in there.
It says I have 181 threads, and I know those aren't all in there.
Yeah.
But you
I've
can.
not
It's
done that.
so worth it because we'll be shopping. We'll be out shopping, and we kind of know each other's style. And I'll
Yeah.
go, "Oh, do you have this?"
Right.
She can pull it up, and they laugh at us, especially at the World in Stitches. Speaking of the World in Stitches, It was brought to my attention, and I apologize. All these weeks, all these months, I've been cutting and pasting our notes and then adding some to it. The World in Stitches has said Littleton, New Hampshire
This whole
since
time.
the get-go. It is Littleton, Mass. So thank you. I can't remember who brought that to my attention. And people have said that to us, and we're like, no, it's Mass. That was my bad.
Well, our very first video, we said it was in New Hampshire.
Right.
I think I said it.
And I typed it, so it's in Massachusetts.
It's in Massachusetts.
But that is a great app because you can.
Well worth the money.
Yep. Because, we can go out shopping and, oh, that's right, you bought that. Or when we went to Galleria, we both loved Erica Michael's berries, so we split, you bought some, I bought some. But
Yeah.
and I almost deleted everything, so that was cool. What else do we got?
Well, do we want to do our stats before we do haul and stitchy kindness, or?
Sure.
So Liz Matthews, hello from Liz Matthews, had put a little graphic on her Instagram story, and I think it was like top of 2022, or I forget what she called it, but and we thought we were going to post it on our Instagram, and then I was like, well, let's just share it on our.
Did you save it?
I did. I want to.
Oh, yeah.
2022 stitching review. That's what it looked like.
Yep.
So we thought that we would share that.
You want to go first? Or?
Do we want to go back and forth with it?
Sure.
So number of finishes.
I had 63.
And I had 46.
So not too shabby.
Not too bad.
Most used FFO technique. I struggled with this one. Mine is either sleds, which I did a lot in the end of the year, berries, which I did a lot in the beginning of the year, or I called these flats, just on a board, maybe on a piece of wood, like I did Buzz Off. I don't think I framed anything.
I did some framing, but I think most of my finishing was actually on objects,
like a box or
right,
board or
or some sort of design.
Yep.
I think that was mine.
What's your favorite fabric?
Right now, my favorite fabric, I have a lot that I like, but I'm really veering toward Grace Notes fabrics, Lugana, and I like some vintage country mocha.
I still have a lot. I do like the Grace Notes, but I'm just starting to get into that. I really like the feel of the Bestitch Me fabric and color and cotton.
Yeah, that's
so.
Nice
and I don't have a lot of that, so
I don't either. What's your favorite threads?
Weeks Dye Works is my favorite overdyed. I still use a ton of DMC. I mean, I'm
using
there.
more DMC now that it's all organized.
Yep.
Well, but I love color and cotton.
And someone
threads.
did reach out and ask me again how I organized it, and I sent some pictures, and she's done it as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good. But I do love a color and cotton thread. It's something, and you get a little more on it than the other overdyed companies.
And designers are starting to use that more. They're starting to use it. That's why I haven't jumped in the pool, because I don't substitute too much.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
Yeah.
So, most stitched designer.
Brenda Gervais.
Heart and Hand is a close second for me.
Yep.
They've come out with.
I was really surprised because I did a spreadsheet.
Surprise.
Went through my book and my finishes, and I put in the chart.
Oh, you are funny.
I know. It was, I can't help it. And I was really surprised. I didn't think mine was going to be that, but I was surprised with the variety. The variety of designers that I used.
Yep.
That surprised me.
I was surprised at the number of Heart and Hands that I did. And they're coming out with
those birds.
All the birds.
Tiny Towns.
And they're coming out with a new Tiny Town. I can't wait.
I wonder what it's going to be.
And I don't know, because there's summer, which is Bloom. Mm-hmm. There is Christmas. There's Halloween. There's Big Hearted. There's Patriotic.
Maybe it's going to be fall.
Could be fall. It could be...
Or maybe it's going to be a
summery.
Holiday.
It could be summer rather than patriotic. I don't know.
Favorite retreat or event?
StitchCon.
StitchCon.
No doubt about it.
We didn't really travel a lot.
No.
there were things that we enjoyed, but
Yep.
that was our favorite.
Most watched Flosstuber or
We
Flosstube.
struggled with this.
Yeah, I
'Cause
went.
there are floss tubers that we watch a lot of floss tubers. I don't think there's any way you can watch all floss tubers. We don't always watch the same thing.
Nope.
And there are floss tubers that I make sure I watch every single video.
Yeah.
But when I saw this, to me that was, who are you going to go back and keep watching? And again, there's lots. But for me, it's Carol Saltbox Stitcher and Brenda and the Cereal Starter.
Yep.
I could just turn it on and be busy doing things, and
Yep.
that seems to be who I gravitate to right now.
Mine is Helen D.
Yep.
And Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching. I can go back and watch some of their older ones and see patterns because they like to show a lot of older ones.
Yeah.
Helen, I can just put her on and listen to her.
Yep.
And her tutorials are out of the world.
I know, they're so good. Tutorial videos, I watch them when I need them.
Right.
For the most part, with any tutorial.
And that's the thing, is watching multiple.
So I'm so glad to have those playlists on their channels.
Yeah. But to have, you have Vonna who does this, and hypothetically, so you have, berries. You have Erica Michaels who shows you how to do a berry, and you have Helen who shows you how to do a berry, and you take bits from each.
Oh, sure.
That
I've
work for
taken
you.
things from, and the same thing with Helen, Elizabeth Ann, and Vonna.
Vonna, absolutely.
I meld them all together.
Because that's how you
pick
learn.
things. Yeah, that's how I learn.
Yep. And favorite stitch of 2022.
This was easy for me, but
This
it
was
hard for you.
hard for me.
Easy for me was my last year's birthday start, which was Blackbird Designs Summer Jubilee, and it's because of the personalization that I did with it.
Yeah.
So it's back out. Obviously has not been framed or ironed, but I just personalized it for myself. I put my initials in pink, MLT. I put the age that I turned in pink, and the initials are the ladies who made me and my family.
Yep.
So that was, I like that. I already had my birthday start planned this
Oh
year.
my word. I really, really struggled. And maybe it's because I finished so many things. I don't know. And I've given some away. But I'm going back to this one that I just finished, the Stitcher. I love the simplicity of it. I know how I want to finish it. If it comes from my brain to the board will be good. I know where I'm going to put it. I don't know. There's just something about it. And of course, I like the tiny towns because I'm just starting to put things out that are mine. I've learned a lot in this past year that.
Don't save the pearls for the special occasions.
Thank you. That's exactly it.
Don't save the china for only Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Yep. Live. Just life's not a dress rehearsal.
Yep. I mean, we're going off on a little sidetrack here, but I just cannot have. I just can't have whining and negativity around me.
Nope. People talk about,
and that's not to say that I'm not going to be like that once in a while.
I can show some text messages. Do you have a word? Everyone's talking about having a word for the year. I don't.
Purge.
Ooh.
Purge.
I don't. At first, I thought mine was positive.
And I don't mean that negatively, but like, I can't. I'm tired of having clutter around me. I don't want to. I have the type of personality that if I'm going to hitch saddles with attitudes that are less than appealing, that oozes into me very quickly. And I have to protect that. I'm not going to do that.
Negative can suck the life right out of things.
Yep, can't do it. Tough stuff happens to everybody. And I've always been.
Yep.
Life is hard. Pull up your bootstraps, do it.
Put your big girl panties on.
That's just how I am. I mean,
that's what we told the girls for the longest time. Put your big girl panties on.
So if something less than appealing happens in your life, do the best you can to take care of yourself.
Yep.
Find what you need and the people around you to help you take care of yourself. And let go of those who aren't helping you. Just let go. Just let go.
What is the phrase? Let go and let go.
Hard. It's hard though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say originally.
Anyway, that's
positive.
Yeah.
But I think it's live. I just think,
Enjoy stuff.
We're moving on from last year,
And we're not highfalutin people. Just enjoy stuff.
Yeah. So I like that.
Moving
save
on.
the pearls. Don't save the pearls.
Don't save the pearls.
So
for
yes,
the
I'm
good
putting
days.
stuff out, and I'm doing what I love and with the people I love, and yeah. And
So-
speaking of love, what do you got for haul?
Do we want to do Stitchy Kindness?
Sure.
So let me pull my haul out of my Stitchy Kindness.
As I lean forward, and I have that, and you haven't seen some of this.
Do you want to show this together? Man, what do you got over there?
I told you. Which bag is it in?
The bottom one.
Oh,
The bag
this
you
one.
chose.
Yeah, go ahead.
So our friend Tammy went to Stitch West and FaceTimed us.
Yes.
FaceTimed us or sent us a video. I think it was a video. Anyway, Stitching with the Sisterlies, Colleen and Cheryl were there, and it was just really sweet. Sent us a little video message, and they sent home with Tammy. I'll open mine.
Oh, I
you
opened
already
mine.
did.
Yeah.
These little needle books that
Love them.
I think they made them together.
Yeah.
So it's Teresa Kogut fabric. There's a little pocket in the back. They put their little card
Yep.
in there. And I love
There's
those
a pocket
ladies.
in the front, too.
I love those ladies.
Oh, and the-
love Abraham Lincoln
look at the
too, Colleen.
Look at the fabric on the inside.
Oh, it's so cute.
So cute.
So thank you
Thank you,
very
thank
much,
you.
ladies. And this came to us in the mail recently from Tammy.
Yeah, Tammy kind of forgot to
It's
send them
all right.
out.
It's all right. It's okay.
Speaking of Tammy and Holly, hopefully they're having an absolute
Yes,
ball
that's
with
Stitch Away.
Teresa and Pink and Pam and Steph and Kia, and we got to FaceTime a little
Yeah.
bit with some people
That
yesterday.
was fun. I'd like to try to get there next year, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll
I
see
don't
what
know,
happens.
traveling
I'm
to
going to enjoy this year.
Traveling to Ohio in,
They don't have any snow.
I know, I always thought they did. So
I know.
And
So
then-
our friend, she's cruising around the world again, but our friend Tracy started making bags, and she was kind enough.
she went from not knowing how to sew, not having a sewing machine, to like one day going, I'm going to try to make a bag, and then showed us these gorgeous bags.
She called me right after she got her sewing machine and said, I need you, anyway, look at the, anyway,
Look at
we
something.
conversed. And I was like, nope, you're getting straight stitches good. You're doing a good job. And then all of a sudden she's making bags.
She's making bags.
So she sent us bags. They're beautifully done. Of course, she does her own little,
Oh yeah, her fobs are.
her little fobs. Very beautifully done.
Yep.
Love them. I think she uses Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch.
She sent one.
She
for
sent one for Ashley.
Surprise, Ashley.
And there you go.
Yeah.
We chose which one we're going to give you. So very nice of her.
Yes.
She had an additional bag that she sent for Kathy.
Oh yes, there it is.
My tower is getting higher and higher.
And
Yeah.
she sent me a smaller bag.
Very cute. I love that
at
glittery
these-
snowflake.
Yeah, look at that. So with the
So
snow- with the
pretty.
flamingo. I would have never thought. I have these beads, and I would have never thought to do it that way.
You actually said one day, what am I going to do with them?
Because I bought them. So, thank you, Tracy.
Very nice of you. Thank you so much. We do appreciate all of your kindness, but mostly the friendship.
So, we also, I think the last time we filmed, I had a notification that said I won something, which that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, she said that, remember? I never win. Oh, I just won something.
So this is Felicia from Mouse Potato Design sent me this absolutely
Ooh, is
gorgeous
that
little card.
pretty?
Isn't it? It's 3D. It's
You should
gorgeous.
frame that.
And I had one winter shabby calendar. Isn't that so cute? Look at that moose. By Corey Badacore.
pretty.
So you could do this individual, or you could do it all together.
Different colorway.
Yeah. Well,
I
I don't
love that
have to
colorway.
because I didn't
Aw.
realize she sent me all the flosses.
Nice.
She talked about this on her Flosstube, that this chocolate mint stash tea, she doesn't care for tea. This is the best chocolate mint tea. She said it's so good. So I can't wait. And then she sent me some bobbins and the ring and a needle threader. Ashley, keep your
That was
hands
very
off
nice.
my needle thread. She broke my needle threader. You know,
The beetle?
the beetle. Yeah.
That's okay, Ashley. I broke mine.
Yeah, but there's a story there. So, and then Shelly watched our floss tube, and she reached out to me when I was talking about letters for Santa, and sent me the red ticking to make the pillow. But she also sent me some black ticking,
Oh, you did
which
the Halloween one.
I can do Hildy's alphabet.
Nice.
And then I didn't take a picture of it. I forgot all about it. There is a third one.
What's the theme? Is it fall?
No, it's kind of just, I can't say summer because it's not bright colors, but it's think sampler-ish.
Oh.
So I'm going to have to research that one.
Okay.
Because I believe we are putting the bench back there, and that's where I want
that'd be
those big
nice there.
pillows. And the last thing we got, Missy hasn't even seen this. This is from Jean.
I like that.
She wrote us a cute little note.
Oh, Jean.
This is a bee in my bonnet card. It's So Emma. And I'll let you read that. And she sent us some things that we can share or keep or, you know, whatever, just some patterns. This is a twisted thread bitty design and some heart and hands, which we were just talking about. That I think that one's cute. And some Lizzie Kates. I won't show all of that.
Snippets.
Yep. And then a couple of buttons.
Oh, so we can
Embellish.
share.
Yeah. So thank you, Jean. We do
Excellent.
appreciate
Thank you
that.
so much for that. No, we don't take that lightly when people think of us in
Yeah.
those ways.
And she thought this would be good for Mill Hills.
Oh,
So.
yes, that is good.
So yes, thank you. You know, it's nice to be thought of, but we don't anticipate.
Right,
we don't
never expect that
expect.
sort of thing.
That's the word.
And
Words.
we are more than happy to share, and we love to doing like the live and
that was fun.
so
Maybe
that
we'll
was
do
fun.
a Christmas in July.
Maybe.
So
So are we on to haul?
we are, and I don't have a ton, especially
So-
after I showed a couple things.
So many of us are speaking about stitching your stash, and there's a Facebook page and there's a hashtag SYS2023.
Yep.
And the Facebook page was started by Sweetwater Stitcher. Is she?
Jess. And Alicia.
And Alicia at the Fanciful Flamingo on Facebook, and people are sharing ways that they're stitching their stash. And
Once again,
don't
no
get
rules.
too worried about, you know, buying stuff and that sort of thing, but may have a little more first thought maybe of what's in my stash.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 'cause
that
if you-
being said, I have some haul.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have haul next time.
Yeah,
Everything's out for. It's not out for delivery, but it's out for shipments.
right.
Those are such pretty colors.
I so enjoy my Color and Cotton thread club, and I'm in the 5 skein primitive, and I got Valentine's gray
And it's got a nice variegation.
and Great Falls, which I don't know what the reference is for that, but
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I love it. Blush.
You're really good at subbing out your colors.
I love that process. I love
I
it.
stress over it. Ooh.
Bubbly. Looks like rosé. And champagne.
All of Valentine's theme.
Yeah. So I love them.
Were
These
you
came
able
in. I get it
to-
once a month.
Were you able to get any of their one-offs?
No, I didn't even look.
I missed it by a half hour
I
and
knew
they
they'd
were
sell
gone.
at $1 a skein.
Yep. So they're selling, you can go on and get an email when they go back online
Oh,
for
okay.
that. They are moving, I guess, or
I think they have, haven't they?
well, and they're trying to clean out their warehouse.
Yeah,
of
they have a
one-offs.
storefront now in
Ohio,
Missouri.
Missouri.
I forget the name of the town, but not too far from where Galleria will be.
Right. So they have one-offs, misdyes, leftovers, and they're selling them all
Like
for $1 a
stock
skein.
and
You
inventory
can buy
and-
5, 20, 50, and 100.
Oh, is that how you had to do it? Okay.
I think so.
Well, that would make sense because and you can't pick and choose your colors, right?
Nope. I don't.
So you get-
I don't think so.
You get what you get. You don't pick
So,
your fit.
What else do you have?
So I ordered right after Christmas, a day or two after Christmas. I had done. I think I said I ordered this already, but it hadn't come in. I had done. Was it Heart and Hand Christmas Doodles? Is that Heart
Yes.
and Hand?
Yes.
And I did 8 beads, and I had beads everywhere. So I decided I couldn't. I ended up placing an order with Garon, and this is like a tacky bill or a tacky bob or whatever. And it's a metal case, and this is tacky, and I think you can take it out and wash it off. So that's
a good size.
It is. It's a nice little size, like a business card size. So that's nice. And while I was there,
because no tacky bill travels alone.
Can't travel alone, and I decided there are some color fabrics that I really want to get in my stash. These are both color and cotton 18 count Adas. This is spiced honey. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
And I absolutely love it. And then this one is Harbor Fog, and I love this.
I might have to go on when they reopen.
Absolutely love it. So
moving?
They're moving to Alabama.
What's today?
Right now, I guess.
They closed on the house yesterday.
Well, their business is going with them.
Yep.
Our friend Tammy made a trip to Dying to Stitch last week and FaceTimed us from there, and that was fun.
I didn't know what you had. I came in late on the FaceTime.
It was so much fun to see. Dying to Stitch has a couple of, and I knew they had a couple of exclusive Brenda Gervais charts, and take all my money when it comes to that. I think this was exclusive to them, but I'm not positive. PA Dutch Tomato Pinkeep.
I didn't know you bought that one. Like I said, I came in late.
Love it. And this was an exclusive for them. And it is open every opening flower. And I have seen recently a few people are stitching this on Flosstube. Isn't that adorable?
I could do that just
sure, as a small. So this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. You could just do this and
right
do a small.
Yep, because I'm going to
so cute. And those wings look like they're in flight.
I know. I like that, and I'm not
those up for me and sent those.
Yeah.
Oh, and this one. Oh my word, I'm getting confused. I know this is an older one. I don't have it. Absolutely love this though. Project Quarantine, Stay Home and Stitch.
I've almost bought that several times.
That's why I asked if you had it.
Yeah.
And I ordered from Justine at Welcome Stitchery, and with an order I got a project journal card. She's including these. She has her own little planner journal system type thing that she sells.
Oh, I like how she did
Now,
this.
Molly did this to me because I watched Molly Linens and Scraps while Kathy was away, and our condolences to you and your family, Kathy. And she was showing Faith of the Heart by Brenda Gervais, and it is old 2017, and I had to have it. God finds a low branch for the bird that cannot fly.
I mean, this just goes to show the variety that designers can do. Because, I mean, Brenda Gervais has some, I say fun, whimsical, like the snowman in the cup. It isn't your cup of tea, but
no.
I mean, look at the difference.
And only because I don't want to stitch the cups.
I know. I'm getting ready to stitch him.
And I bought Maker and Mender. We're seeing this a lot of places. I won't stitch these things for a while, but had to have it. And I don't think it's
pretty.
It's 178 by 128, but it's 10 by 7.
Yeah. And turn it over. It's not full coverage, so it's motif.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
What's this one? This one's bigger. 17 by 11 on 35 count.
Yeah, but still, it's...
So I shopped around some more on Welcome Stitchery, and I didn't have this, and I really liked it. It's from 2015. You're going to tell me you have it, aren't you?
I'm going to see if I have it.
A Bowl Full of Memories, Mary One. Plum Street Samplers, Mary One. I just think it's so cute. Wouldn't that be just simple? Has 5 floss colors. It's adorable.
I do not have it.
Love it. And I had to have this the second it came out. I don't know when I'll be stitching it. But Leanne on I was just talking to you about it. Loose threads. Watched your new video yesterday. Loved it, girls. Loved it all. She bought this also. When you start this, let me know. I'll start it with you.
I do like Brenda Gervais and I like Plum Street's Women.
So cute.
They're just...
I like that they're hippie.
Yeah.
And not in the 60s kind.
Yeah.
And I don't know who showed this. Somebody showed it. I don't remember who because I have watched a lot of Flosstube.
And everyone has a whip parade right now.
Oh,
I love them. I love them.
I have a note in my phone like this, you know, and I'm going to talk in a second about my strategy for this year. I know. Or I'll let you show your we'll talk strategy after.
Yeah.
Homespun Prims by Lori Ripley. This is hospitality and good cheer. It's very samplerish.
Yeah.
It's adorable. And it's only like 5 by 5.
Yeah, it's not big at all. It's so cute.
Look at that.
I like her picture.
I love it.
It's not overwhelming with stuff around the pattern that takes away from the stitch.
Yep. And then I've had to buy another one.
That one's
These were
nice.
downloads. A Blessed Friendship. This is a little pillow, 3 by 5 on 18 count. I love this.
Yep, that's pretty.
I absolutely love it. I can see stitching this for several friends.
I can see that as like a
different things.
StitchCon swap.
Sure.
Or any swap, I should say. You
Absolutely.
just don't put the initials in.
Yeah, you could put SC23 if you wanted to.
Yep. So other
That
than
was my haul.
yeah,
But I did okay.
you did all right. Other than the couple of
me.
downloads that I did from AZ Family Zoo and Acadia, Crocetta A Go-Go finally
She did it.
Finally-
Camping Stitcher. Who else? There was a bunch of us on there talking. Who initiated
hold on.
this post?
Camping Stitcher did it, but Stitchy Linda.
Oh yeah,
Got
Stitchy
me.
Linda in Florida.
Crocetta A Go-Go opened their Etsy shop back up.
I love this.
And they have ventured into their first sampler.
Gabby's doing a sampler.
Technically, it's my second sampler.
Technically, yes.
This thing
because
is Mayflower.
Mayflower's a sampler.
This baby's big.
Yep. A little at a time. We don't eat the elephant in one bite.
Yeah. It's called the Winter
so
Sampler.
cute.
And if you want to jump on board, I'm not starting it right away that I know of. Which means I will. It is called #Winter Sampler Sal. Oh boy. It is gorgeous. I went back and I've looked
I
at
hope
it.
this means they're going to do the seasonal ones.
Maybe. I've
So
looked at
pretty.
it and I've looked at it and I've looked at it and I love it.
Now that's a big house, but when you get all of those other, the white is not a ton considering what makes up the house.
Right. And there is an alphabet. You can barely see it. I may change the colors depending on what I use for fabric. But
It's
I
all
want
DMC.
to say it's Crocetta A Go-Go does all DMC. And I can't show this, but where it says winter, they have a French version and an Italian version, which I think is awesome. Yeah. But their pattern is, I mean, that's a really nice pattern.
It's very nice.
They do, you can order patterns from Crocetta A Go-Go, other places like 123 Stitch. I order directly from their Etsy, and if I ordered it today, I'd have it tomorrow because of the time change. And
You mean like the downloads, the way
yes,
they do their
yeah.
PDFs, yeah.
and their PDFs also have,
Because that's what they do. That's how they set that up, right? Because they do this.
they do a watermark. And I can't, like I said, I can't show you, but it has my name, my address, right across here. It doesn't interfere at all with the
It's
pattern.
almost like when your senior pictures say proof on them.
Right. I don't want to show anything, but you can see my name. So you can see that it goes right across, but it doesn't interfere with the pattern at all.
No. You almost have to look for it.
Yeah. Here you can see, even see it here. And I don't blame them. I really don't, because there's
Listen,
too many people.
Designers need to protect their
works.
assets and protect their work. And we should all be here to help them protect that too.
Look at those squirrels in the middle, holding a heart, and that moose.
It is so pretty. You have to
and
do
the
that
owls.
border.
And oh yeah, I know. And the owls in the corner.
You heard it.
I love it.
Oh, those snowy owls. Look at the cardinals in the trees.
Yep.
There's so
They
much
did a
here.
phenomenal job.
Look at the cardinals on the moose and the deer.
Yep.
You know what really appeals to me is this is Maine to me.
Yep. Yep. For their first sampler, they blew it out of the park. It's awesome.
Right, I'm looking for spring now. Wonder what spring's gonna be.
I don't know. I hope they do. And you know, they're coming out with stuff all the time. That's not haul.
Oh,
that's
okay.
plans.
Oh, okay. So, strategy.
You have a strategy, huh? Other than Sweewee?
Other than Sweewee, right? I think I'm really going to enjoy my BOSME though, because it's going to make me touch the things that I really, really like in my bigger projects. And if I start, like I said, when I finish something and I move to a whip, once I weed through the whips that are not on my BOSME, I'm going to start working on the BOSME ones because I love them all and I want them. Yeah. And as it's called, if I work on it before it's called, I'll adjust what I'm doing.
Right.
I have new starts planned for myself for my birthday, which is coming up in a few weeks, and Valentine's Day, which I wouldn't normally do, but there's something I want to start. I want to start that strawberry fair, yep. Which I didn't bring, but Helen's talking about it in her videos. So in talking with Teresa at the Garden Goose Stitcher, we're both Dave Ramsey people, love that. And she was like, you know, tackle your stitching like you tackle your debt snowball, smallest to biggest, or
yep,
the one you like the most to whatever. She's gonna, I think she's like making notes in her phone or making a list of things to buy and to try to purchase one day a month.
I heard her, yeah, I
for
heard
like
her say that.
Floss and yep.
Stuff
like that. And so I started in my phone making a note as I was watching whip parades of different charts that I was like, oh, I want to have those, or I'm going to get them. Maybe when I go back once a month and look, I'll decide I don't want them.
Yep.
So I will have not spent money that I might have in the spur of the moment, making an emotional purchase. But I really do want to focus on stitching what I have, because as I purged my craft room, I went through everything. I went through all of my charts, and I have like a stack of things that I'm just not going to stitch.
Right.
And they could be magazine tear outs or older things that I've picked up on freebie tables, that sort of thing.
But our tastes change.
Right. Stuff has changed, and there are certain things that I'm not budging on. I might never stitch that Prairie Schooler, but I'm keeping it.
Right.
Same with Blackbird Designs. Same with Plum Street, Brenda Gervais. I have to fight the urge to want them all because I like them all. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try the shopping one day a week.
No, one day a week.
One day a month. I did make a purchase this month. I think that all of this was in December.
Yeah, what have you bought this month?
So what I bought this month has not come yet. And I ordered on Stacy Stitches Creates site. She has, I don't know if she still has, go check. She had a 20% and a 40% clearance sale. Plus she has lots of other goodies on there. And I took advantage of her 40% and bought some things that I was just talking to Ashley about wanting. I don't have a lot of regular summer and spring things. And Ashley and I were talking about different ones that we wanted, and I just want little things, because I focus on patriotic decorating and stitching, but I would like some other things, bees, lemons, summery type stuff.
Yep, and I'm doing the bees. I've decided to jump on the bee wagon.
And I've enjoyed the Primrose,
the quick stitches.
Their honey and bee charts, and I primmed them up for myself. And I really have enjoyed those. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Now, my caveat is, when there is a retreat, no holds barred.
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to hawk the farm for it, but...
But we save for those. I mean,
right. So retreats, I'm going to spend and I'm going to buy, and I'm going to focus on getting some fabrics that I want.
Yep.
So hopefully, that's my strategy going forward.
So, does that mean tomorrow you're not going to buy any fabric?
What's tomorrow?
We're going to...
I probably won't there. Because
Okay.
she won't have... Oh, you mean like sewing fabric?
I'm just putting that out there.
Well, tomorrow we're meeting up with some gals at Pins and Needles. And they've coordinated this little time together. And we've been invited to go.
Yeah, just a few hours.
And it's a quilting shop. And...
I'm just asking.
You know,
I don't know whether to put my foot down like Chris is supposed to do to Jane.
Oh, don't leave me unattended.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I have sorted through all of my sewing fabric. I don't have what I thought I had for patriotic fabric.
And you have lots more of...
I have tons of Christmas fabric. That doesn't mean I won't buy more. I have very little spring and summer. I don't know.
Okay, just let me know if I need to put my foot down. And
I don't know. What's our first? I don't know. Go ahead. We'll talk about when we get out places, retreats.
I'm doing the same thing, just stitching from my stash. I've gone through. I know Tammy reached out and asked if anybody had this pattern from StitchCon because Susan from Keepsakes is recharting the colors for her.
Yeah. So she just needed the colors.
And this was the StitchCon pattern. And it does say exclusive for 2022, so I don't know if they're going to have another one for next year,
maybe.
a different design.
Maybe.
And I pulled and I put it away, and I took it out. And I put it away, and I took it out. And then I pulled all the DMC. This little chart has 20 or 22 different colors.
Sue Hillis, she knows how to put those colors together.
Yep. And I went in after I pulled all 20 colors and said, I'm doing my own.
So you did it.
I did it, but I mean, it's not the right color green, but it works for me.
Well, it doesn't matter.
And red,
what you
and
like.
the house,
Yeah.
So I picked a few colors.
Yeah.
And I picked.
So what are you trying to tell us? You had a new start because it was Tammy's fault?
No, I told Tammy it was her fault that I'm going to start it. Ironically, the StitchCon start that I started on this piece of fabric. This is Vanilla Latte. Do you see it?
Yeah, barely, but you won't when you get
You won't.
stitching.
What I stitched.
Is it that small?
Yeah, it's not big at all.
Oh.
So.
Is that 18 count? So it'll be
Yeah.
like 6 by 5.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
So I had to frog all of that out of there. So I had a piece of fabric and I said, you know what? This isn't going to take forever. The StitchCon logo will take the longest.
Right.
I'm taking the bus off because we didn't ride the Stitchy bus last year.
No.
And I'm either going to rearrange and maybe move the cat. We'll see. But I'm going to put the initials of our table mates.
Oh, that's fun. That'll be fun. And the dates
So-
of that StitchCon, maybe?
Maybe. So
That's fun.
I may not put my initials. I may put the dates here. I haven't quite decided, but so I pulled all that. That's in a plan. I'm so far behind.
I didn't stitch any of them. I bought them all.
This is
I bought the pins, all the stuff.
Berry Seasonal Sal with Helen D.
I'll get there.
She just finished them, so I'm not too bad. I'm going to start these at some point. This isn't.
I like how Helen did she reverse this or did she do a darker? She did something different on her winter, the words.
She either did it white on blue or blue. Yeah.
Yeah, she did something different and I liked it.
Will I do all three? I don't know. The fall ones, I only did one. Mm-hmm. It wasn't jumping out at me. I really like this cardinal.
Yeah.
And I want to start those at some point. And then this one I'm starting tomorrow because it's Valentine's.
And tomorrow is Valentine's?
No, but I want it done for Valentine's. And this is,
yes,
I showed
I
this
like
last
this.
time. This is Don't Forget to Floss, Finally a Farm Girl's Valentine Matilda.
Yeah.
I showed that last week or last video. I have it all kitted up. So, and that is the one that's on Raspberry Latte.
Yeah.
So I'll work on that tomorrow, that and Give Greatly. But I'm gonna try to pull from my whips, stitch what I want though, what I'm feeling.
I really want to rotate that. So if I finish something, I wanted to start something brand new that was in my kits or
These are all
kit
brand new,
something.
yeah.
And I said, no, I'm going to go and I'm going to work on the 4th block because I love it.
Yeah.
And I want to stitch
my
it.
eyes itch.
And I can get caught up in the new and the fresh and the you know, all of that, just like everybody else.
Yep.
You know, we want something fresh. But I'm also, I'm in that contented state right now where I'm happy to be home. I'm happy to be stitching. I don't need to be out doing things. I say a lot of times comparison is the thief of joy. And I don't want to allow myself to take away the joy that I have for doing this. Because I do that to myself. No, I don't allow people. I allow that to happen. Yeah. People don't do that to me.
Well, I had a conversation with Alicia about that, and don't compare. You can't keep up with the Joneses because my stash is different than your stash, is different than her stash, is different than theirs. We have them because we love them. Right. And people are like 12 by 12. I can't do that because I don't have 6 new starts. So
just do one.
Brandy worked on one for 12 hours.
She didn't. Well, she stopped at 8 hours.
Yeah.
I think. She made amazing progress.
Jenny from the Bougie Stitchers was working.
I think she said after 8 hours, I think I'm done now.
Yeah. Jenny from the Bougie Stitchers was working. She may have got an hour in.
Right. I think she did one thing.
No rules. It was
just fun. It was fun.
Stitch your stash. There's really no rules. If you, you know, the goal is to try to be mindful of what you have.
Enjoy what you have. Be happy. For me, it's enjoy what I have. Be happy with what I have.
Yep. But does that mean I'm not going to go to Hobby Lobby and pick up something? No, probably not.
I know. I haven't spent money in January, and it's the 13th. So I'm okay with that. Yeah. Although I say that. But my new craft room is getting a lot of attention. Yeah. So I've bought a lot of, it was Grace's old bedroom. It needs paint. Right. Mike and I bought a rug for the room. He'd already laid new floor a few years ago. Organizational stuff. We've talked a lot about, I'm going to have a fabric cutting table and what we want that to look like. And he was wanting it to be the best. And I said, I just want simple. This is what I want. Right. And he was like, oh, okay, well, I can do that. So.
Yeah, someone has asked for pictures of our stitchy spaces, so we'll put those in at the end of the video. I used to stitch right over, you can't see it, but stitch at the couch, but lately I've been stitching in my room, and I took a picture of that, so don't look closely, it's messy.
It is what it is.
I love it, and that's all that matters, you know.
So
not everybody has a space.
All of that plans. Stitch New England still has open spots.
Yeah, join us, Teresa. Come on, we want you to come to New England. Knock, knock, knock.
And we are so excited every time we do hear of someone new signing up for Stitch New England. We can't go to all these places and do all the things. And I'm a week and a half into January and I need to make adjustments with something already. It's okay. Yep.
It's easy to have FOMO, but you know what?
Oh, yes. I have FOMO when I see my friends together.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy that they are. All our friends at Stitch Away.
And they included us.
I was so happy to just have a FaceTime and say hello, and I'm so glad that they have that time to get together because, you know, a couple of them don't get that very often, or, you know, there are things in their lives that prohibit them. Maybe the priorities need to be a little different than
others.
And I just love that they have that opportunity to do that.
And they took time to think of us and FaceTime.
Yeah, I love that. So Stitch New England, go to their Facebook page and their website, Stitch New England. Click on the retreat tab. There'll be lots of us there.
There's still rooms available.
Last I knew, there was still spaces and rooms available.
Yep, and there's people looking for roommates.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds kind of a little weird to me, but there are people that would be okay. Yeah. Again, something we would tell our kids to never do back in the day. Yeah. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna have a little bit of a stitchy day tomorrow. Yep. And to be with people and have
There's
some
like
lunch.
9 or 10 of us.
Yeah. So it'll be nice to see
now
them.
if I don't eat all the cookies between now and tomorrow.
Yes.
So.
What do I have coming up? I have a root canal. You doesn't bother. I would take 10
Nope.
root canals over filling every
Yeah.
day. And I'm looking forward. I have a cleaning also. I'm looking forward to the root canal to have it fixed.
Who says I'm looking forward to a root canal?
I know. Working on my craft room, waiting for work. Tax season is coming, but it always drags in the beginning for us. We have a lot of changes this year. My boss texted me and said, we don't even have an e-filing date from the IRS yet. It's like, IRS, tax season comes the same every year. Why are you not ready? I'm not even going to go there.
Nope.
Purge that thought. So I, in turn, texted her a picture of me in my pajamas sitting next to the fire stitching and said, I'll be here when you're ready.
Yep. I've got another month or so off until...
Yep. Do you have an actual date that you're going back?
I have a doctor's appointment on March 6th for that would be my 3-month appointment.
Yeah.
And he believes everything will be clear to go back to work. And whether I go part-time or full-time is between
you and your employer.
Me and my employer,
Okay. That's
it
good.
depends on what I can do.
Excellent. We do have potential spam call on my phone.
Potential. That means it's spam.
Yeah. So, February 4th.
Yep.
For those of you who we've talked about this quite a bit we talked about it prior to learning about Kathy's diagnosis, that we would try to get together out in public somewhere at a Dunkin' or a Panera and maybe meet up with a few stitchers locally.
Yep.
And then we needed to focus on other things. And now we are ready.
Yeah.
And if you are local to us, Oxford County, Androscoggin County, if you want to travel
Franklin
a couple
County,
of hours, whatever, February 4th, at 9 o'clock, we are going to meet at the Panera in Auburn, Maine. And it's right on Turner Street. And we're just going to meet up and stitch and have coffee and
Yep.
whatever.
There's
That's
a Hobby
it.
Lobby across the parking lot.
It's on a Saturday, so we're going to do Saturday. Several do Sundays and find that works out well. We thought we would try Saturday. 1, it works well for us.
Yep.
2, Hobby Lobby is right there, and that's a nice draw for some people, and they're not open on Sundays.
Right. And we have a Hobby Lobby and a Joann's all literally
Hobby
within
Lobby, Joann's,
throwing
there's
distance. Walmart.
Auburn has restaurants
Target.
and coffees and Target, so we're going to try it. We have in mind a date for March, but we're going to see what happens with February, and just come, just stitch. That's it. Visit. If one friend reached out and thought she would try to get her sister to come and get back into stitching, but she's been knitting. Bring your knitting.
Absolutely.
Bring your crocheting.
Yep.
Come to say hi.
If you want to let us know if you can make it, that might help when we get there to figure out where we're going to sit, get enough people.
Yeah, because we don't know. I reached out to Panera this morning, and they were like, yeah, just come and find a place to sit. They didn't really care.
We have posted it on our Instagrams and
on Vacation Land. If you are a Maine stitcher and you are on or not on Vacation Land
Stitchers,
it's a closed group to Maine stitchers. Check that out.
Yep. Answer the questions, join.
Yep. If you're a Maine stitcher, they do try to keep it to that. And it'll be on our Instagram.
Yep. But just send us a note if you're interested. If you want to let us know if you're coming.
We've heard from a few people so far.
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, and there are others too. If you're a Maine stitcher and you're on that Vacation Land Stitcher page, there's a group that meets at a Starbucks in Bangor. There's a group that meets at Panera in Augusta.
Yeah, they haven't had one of those in a little while. But we had Christmas too. I mean,
right,
Christmas...
it's just been crazy. Westbrook, keep your eyes out for that. There is a new one that's Seacoast Stitchers Social, and that's in the Portsmouth.
It's just over the border into New Hampshire.
It's the Portsmouth, New Hampshire area, I believe. So there are small groups of people meeting.
Yeah.
So if you're
We'd be
interested
thrilled to
in
have
that,
you with us, and you know, if like she said, someone could get back into stitching or to learn how to stitch if they want to come and just hang out and see what we're stitching.
I expect a few hours.
Yeah.
Won't take up the whole day.
Absolutely, no. And, there's all kinds of places. They have coffee, but there's Dunkin's, there's Starbucks, there's food.
You can do some lunch later or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, come along.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sit with
I'm so
us.
excited.
You know, we'd love to have everybody join us from everywhere, but
Yeah, we had a lot of people say, I wish I could come, but Mississippi's quite the drive.
yeah.
If you leave now, you'll be good.
Yeah.
So
So do we want to talk about what we're trying to do for the year as far as getting out places, or take it as we can?
It's up to you.
I just bought a plane ticket to Quilter Station
I did
for
not.
April. So I'm going, excited. That's again, that is up my alley. That's kind of my thing. It's not
mine.
something Kathy's
and I
interested
and I don't
in.
have that time, so
Yeah. I wish we could do everything and go everywhere.
but
So I'm going to that in April, and we're going to StitchCon.
yeah, we'll probably hit celebrations in
Oh
May.
yeah, we might go to that. We'll keep you posted on that.
Yeah.
We'll go for a day. Maybe try to work it where Ashley can go with us.
Yep.
Work around her schedule.
StitchCon in June.
Yep.
Hopefully a little Stitch Maine Day retreat in
Yep.
July.
Have yet to
hopefully.
hear about any of that. That would be kind of nice to do again. Had a really good time that day.
That was a fun day. That would be July.
October,
August.
Stitch New England.
Yep. November, I will be in the Caribbean in November.
You're cruising. I'm toying with the possibility of a couple of different things.
Yep.
Stitching at the farm. I might like to try to get there.
Yeah.
I would like to do a 3-day weekend in the hobby house area.
That would be fun.
Not like a retreat, but I think that would be kind of fun to,
We have
even
nothing
if we
going-
met up with a few people.
We have nothing going in August.
I know.
I could take a Friday.
Even if we met up with a few people that drove in or something, and we got like a hotel,
Yeah.
a suite where we could just stitch and then go. Because the town that hobby house is in is cute and has neat things too.
I have a note over there, and I'm going to do some more research. Someone has a list of different retreats too. I haven't looked at it, but I have a note. that-
Sable
Yes,
Stitchers.
yes.
And Annabella's has she's doing retreats too. So I think if you go to hers, you'll see a list of her retreats coming up. We haven't heard yet about the Massachusetts one.
Right.
So I don't think the details haven't come out yet on that
But
one.
there are retreats, and there's stuff happening all the time, and things
everywhere.
are popping up. Yeah.
Everywhere. I'm in. Mike and I are planning to go to Wyoming, and I'm registered for Crazy Woman. We'll see. We might have to adjust our time on that due to vacations and that sort of thing, but we haven't decided 100% yet.
Yeah.
So don't take that as gospel, Jenny and Nancy.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Just who knows?
So that's that.
We're still in January. A lot can
And things,
change.
stuff changes all
Yep.
the time. Stuff
So-
changes. I know, like, for my husband, his work schedule, not his schedule, but work itself.
All it takes is a windstorm.
Let me tell you,
Yep.
it's crazy. So
But
And
these are
there's-
things that we're thinking about, and
Yeah. we're
so
thinking about it. So if you're going to Quilter Station in April, let me know. I'd like to know who's going, and I'm meeting up with a couple of friends there.
yeah. And you're gonna FaceTime me.
Yes, absolutely. I'm really nervous though because of their quilting fabric, because I don't quilt and I love the fabric.
I don't know. When we went to Pins and Needles once, you bought all kinds of fabric to make a quilt.
And I haven't made it.
I know. That was a year and a half ago.
Are you kidding me? I bought something in 2014 from Moda,
That's
Missouri Star. It's beautiful. I have not touched it. It was still in the FedEx box.
Oh, that's harsh.
I know.
That's harsh.
Anyway,
So,
maybe when I get my cutting table, I'll get in there and start doing stuff. Anyway, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for your comments, for joining us, for tagging along with us, and
shouting us out. Or just
let us know how you're stitching your stash.
Yeah.
Let us know
Floss
if you're
tubers.
floss tubers that you're watching, maybe smaller designers, or designers maybe we don't know about.
Absolutely, yeah.
Share that, because we are trying to make like a 2 or 3 month plan with that. I'm excited for Acadia Stitchery for this. I'm excited for the winner to get a chart and go check her out.
Yeah.
I'm excited for our February one.
Yeah, just share.
let us
Like, subscribe, hit the button.
Yep.
You know, and we thank you for joining us, because without you, we'd just be talking to a computer, and
I know.
so
I know.
I wish it was two-way screen.
And filming on Friday is nice. I know that might change, but filming on Friday is nice. Like, they upload just like that.
Shh, now you've done it.
But when Kathy's back to work, we'll see how that goes. But
So,
because it's exhausting to do it after work at night, but
yeah.
we'll take that. Whatever. That
Yep,
doesn't matter.
we have time.
We'll figure it out.
So
anyway.
we'll be back in a couple weeks.
So it was good chatting with you.
Happy stitching.
Happy stitching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.